Oh, what's gone wrong? Hello? Hello? How are you? Oh my goodness, I thought I'd banged one of my keystrokes and everything went funny. How are you? Oh, it's another day, another dollar. Well, I'm not getting any dollars, but look at my card. Just having a look. Make sure I can see comments over there because I can't see them over here. And I'll just see if that's running yet. Yes, it is. My pretty poinsettias are on. And here we go. Now look at this. Do you like that? And then you open it. And it's got a little pockety. It's not a pocket, but it opens. And look at all the flowers, the poinsettias. And I've just added some little leaves with a bit of sparkle on it. But I wondered if I could do those with 2 or 3. And look, I did some wee ones up there. So you can see that's the translucent, where is it? A Sunset Shimmer Vellum. And I used the blue and the iridescent and Misty, what's that called? Misty Moonlight DSP. 'Tis the season. This is the new Poinsettia stamp set. Look, due out on July 1. So next week I'm not here, and I thought I'll do this now because by the time I get back it'll be after the 1st and you can have ordered them, even if you ordered them on my site. And if you do, I'll send you some card kits. Or I'll just send you some thank you cards if you don't want to make them, if you didn't buy them. That's okay, you don't have to buy anything you don't want. So this has got Merry and Bright, Christmas Joy, 'Tis the Season, which is one of my favourite sayings for Christmas because I don't like it too soppy. Wishes, what's that say? Bright, goodness, Bright Christmas Wishes. Different. And there's a stamping poinsettia, which I stamped on here, but I just rebooted my, oh sorry, I'll try not to move. I just re-inked my ink pad, so it's gone really dark. So I don't like that. I didn't do one on the other side. We'll try it on the next one. But the little stampy ones, they came out nice. And I haven't thought what to do with that yet. I suppose I do know. It just came to me. I've got an idea. So that's the stamps. And this is the dies. Now it's got lots of dies. Look at this. Look at this. It's got this big leaf, which I used there. So this just indents into your leaf. So I'm going to take this really slowly. And look at the leaf. See, it's just got sort of an indent. I don't know if you can see it that well. Let's put this little light on down here and see if it makes any more difference. See? It's just got imprinted on there. Oh my goodness, I have to go even further. There you are! And a bit of glue on there, wasn't there? No, it's where my stamp is. So that's our card. And so they've got these tiny little wee ones for what I've used for the centre. So you don't lose those. God, they'll go everywhere. And that's the big leaf. And then obviously that's to cut the poinsettia out. That's to make a little flower on its own. You put those together. Would it make those? I would say it makes those. So I've tried to move my screen to make it bigger, so I hope that that works for you. And obviously I might just keep going. I've waited for a few minutes, and I will just hop in. Well, there's a couple of other things. So you know that there's a heap of stuff on Last Chance at the moment. You need to go and have a look. Mind you, I mean, I know there's a lot out there, but Last Chance, there's quite a few on there and some really good ones. and then there's, you've got to sign up for Paper Pumpkin for the next one. And I thought, because my last album, I just have to do it again, so I thought I might just do it again. I'll see whether it's going to be the August one or the Hooray for Birthdays. It's got holographic foil accents, pre-cut paper. Then there's got the Kindred Greetings, which makes 9 cards. Maybe I'll do it with that one, because that doesn't sound like my idea. And look at this one in September, Aspens of Gratitude. I wonder what else is in that lot. Anyway, you just go on to my, I'll just put it here, Annette Falconer. Falconer.stampingup.net, and you can subscribe there, and I think you'll love it. I also say, if you've got a mum that's at home that's older and needs something to do, it's a good idea. So there's instructions, they're at the beginning, and let's just make this card. Okay, I've got it there. You can see more now. I've made the screen smaller, so I try not to, I've moved it up and put my keyboard somewhere else so I can get to it, and let's hope I can do it better. Okay, so I've used the Plaid, Forever Plaid, which is, I'm just making sure it's still available. I looked it up and it said it was, so that's really good. And of course I used the new poinsettias that are due out in 2 weeks, which I will be away, so I'm sorry about that, but I have pre-recorded one for then. Now, I've left the green in there for some reason. I don't need green today. And I don't think I need that. That must have just been left in there from last time, from my Christmas card. So, this card is, I'll just put that over here. Right. Well, at least we've got a nice clean envelope, so if I make a mess it won't be too bad. I've got some scrap white there. So I keep these at the end of my cards, but I make my, I cut a lot of the insides at the same time, and that's always left over at the end. Keep them, because half of these poinsettias and the leaves and that I did separate went on there easily. So there's my poinsettias. I've done the 2 Plaid at Plaid, where are you? Forever Plaid, 2 at 5 1/4 by 4, and 1 we're going to cut in half in a minute, so I'll just get there. I'll put that there to do practice stamping. So our card, that's for the back, and that's the same as those, but it's plain, 3 7/8 by 5 1/4, and that will go on the back of the card for the thing. Now look at that, that's not really a card, is it? But this is what it is. So, right, so what we're going to do here is to cut, not so, we're going so. This is 6 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it is scored at 2 5/8. Now that is in the instructions. Misty Moonlight, 5 1/2. Score at the 6 1/2 side, score at 4 1/8. Oh, so I've scored it that way. Okay, 4 1/8. And then I've turned it around. That's why I thought, oh, that's not going to go well. Now the next piece we've got is 10 1/2 by 3, and we're going to score that at going to score it at 2. Without my 2, 3, 2, 3, 5.5, and 8. Okay. Right. So now, if I'm correct, we've got down, down, then up, so mountain, mountain, valley, and mountain. Okay, so we just give those a wee score. Hi guys, thanks for dropping in. I'm going up to the I don't know if you're watching from Australia or wherever you're watching, but I'm off to the Gold Coast to see my grandchildren next on Saturday, and so I did a live today for next Tuesday, and I'll do the other one for Wednesday tomorrow. So that's what we've got there. So just put that aside for a minute, and we're going to cut one of these, because they are 4 by 4. I'm going to cut that in half now. So I'm going to cut it at 2. Now I suggest, because this is quite heavy once it's been embroidered, once it's been embossed, go in and out, not start at the bottom because you'll rip it up. So we want 2 of those and 1 big one. And I'm just going to take that out of there and pop it over here. Oh, I better put it on the floor, it might just drop. Where's my card here? Alright, so we are putting our greeting card on the back, as you can see here. Most wonderful time of the year, isn't Christmas? So it's nearly July, but they're available in July, so that makes it still a Christmas card in July, doesn't it? You got to give me that. I nearly got there. Oh, I try at anything, don't I? Okay, so that's going to go inside there. Isn't Misty Moonlight beautiful? And that's just going to sit there. A little bit up there. I love that you can do that with the glue. Now if I'm correct, I'm going to put 1 on the front. And because this is embossed, you want to make sure that you put a fair bit of glue in it. Okay. And look what's happened to my mat, glass mat. Some of the cleaning product I had gone underneath, and it's eaten out from under there. Oh, hi, Papercraft Vicky. Oh, from Sydney. Hi, darling. Sydney. I haven't been to Sydney in years. I lived up there when I first came from Australia, from New Zealand. But it was too busy. You know, I came from Christchurch, which was very small. I say Sydney was busy, but Melbourne is too. So you're a demonstrator, obviously, Paper Crafts with Vicky. It's a nice name. So we've got that. Now, what I've done is cut out the leaves out of this iridescent sunset shimmer vellum. So everything that's written on there is written in my information, and it's got the numbers beside it, so you don't have to go looking it up. I find sometimes I only look up things to make sure that they're not out of stock. So I've cut 3 lots of the leaves. That's why it looks like a bit of white. So if you just had scrappy pieces around, you could do it. But to get 3, which I've only got 2, so I'll have to cut another one. And then I've got all these flowers, and these are the little bits. So that's, and there's 2 or 3 different size of these. Oh. Oh, your hubby's from New Zealand. Whereabouts? I'm Christchurch. They're good people. I married an Aussie. So look at the size of the leaves. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Put those up there, smooth that out. So you got these 4. And they really can go anywhere. So I've cut a heap of them out. And I'm just going to have to cut one more leaf. So I'm going to grab a piece of that. And I'm just going to move that aside for a sec. Oh. I've got my nice electric one on the side, on my side here, but when I've got a lot to do, oh here they are, I run it through there because I bought a new one. I bought the new 6th. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Because my other one, it stopped going. It goes only one way, which is really annoying when you've got so much for card classes. You've got so many things to cut. You want to run it back and forth, back and forth. North Island, Masterton, up north. Yeah, I'm from the south, middle of the south. I think I've heard of Masterton. I grew up in foster home, so I never travelled around Christchurch very much. Out of Christchurch, to be honest. I went to Auckland once when I was about 13, and that wasn't a good experience. I came here when I was 18, and I met my husband a few weeks after I got here, and that's it. Stayed. After I got to Melbourne, I was in Sydney for about a month, and I didn't cope. It was just too big coming from a little place like Christchurch. So we've got 3 of those now. Alright, now we are going to have to cut a little more because I've got some other things that I've put onto the card. I'm just going to get those out of the road. So did you see the card properly? So it's fold, fold. It looks like that when it arrives. And then you open it and you open it. And on the back you've got your greeting. Isn't that cool? I'm easily amused, really. So with this, I've also stamped out in the white. So I get one of these. And I've stamped out the leaves. So I have to cut them as well, because I didn't do them. I did a few, and then I felt like, look at this. I popped them up on top of the white because the white looked sort of naked. And I put a few up there. Yeah. I've got random ideas. Alright, so in here, can you see? I'm doing it again, aren't I? I moved my whole board up so we could have room, and then I just sit there and do the wrong thing again. So I'm trying to do it. Vicky, did you see my album I did? I want to have a look at that. That was really nice. I did it with the paper pumpkin because I didn't like the paper pumpkin this time. I'm fussy. So I've got a leaf there and a littler one there, and I've got this spriggy thing here. Now we're going to do this greeting on the, let me see, on the outside at the back, and we're going to do a poinsettia. I don't know how to say it properly. I think that needs a bigger one. And we get, that's where you get so much stuff everywhere, isn't it? And I do need my 'Tis the Season, because that would be my nice one. Oh yeah, it says paper pumpkin album I did with the bikes and, it says bikes and blooms if you're looking at my thing. It was I just did it on Sunday, or I did make a couple of mistakes, but I fixed them and I put a note. So if you make it, please tell me I've fixed it properly this time. It's the first time I've done an album, so it was a little bit of a hard thing to do. Okay, so back to this with our blue. I'm using Misty Moonlight for stamping as well. So on here I'm just going to do some. Now look at that, I've inked up my ink pad and I'm really juicy. It's too dark. So what I'm going to have to do is stamp on and stamp off. Okay, so I'll just get a couple more. I don't think I can even do it light. So I'll stamp on and stamp off. Let's try and do it around the outside. I really did ink it well, didn't I? Oh, my husband's calling out to my son because he says he doesn't want to eat dinner, and then he's out there looking for more food. Hopefully that won't do that. I'll just get away some of that. I'm just trying to get the best ones I can. Let's see, that's looking, no. Nope. They'll be fine, nice and a bit, I really have over inked that, haven't I? I can't do much about it. What would you do? Huh? What would you do with too much ink? I'm going to put it a full ink, put it there, and then do it. That's not bad. That's a bit lighter. Yeah, that's more what I want. So I'll just keep going like that. It's a bit lighter. Oh, just as well I've got lots of these. Sorry. I've never done it that bad before. I thought I was. You should do it like as soon as you notice and put it away, obviously. Oh, that's better. That's what I want. Okay, we're getting there. Cooking with gas. No, better. Now. Nope, that one didn't work very well. That's better. I just need a few because I tried something different. Okay, so they can all go. Bit of scrap for there. Now, what was the other thing I had to ink? And I think I will only use those two. And I think that's too dark. I'm going to leave those ready. So the other thing I've got to do is ink the back of here. And I'm going to just get this out for that. So it's because it's going a long ways. I'll put it here. And I need the poinsettia for that. I'm just going to I'm going to do the same. Let me get a bit of paper. And let's see if that gives me a nice light one. That's better. So that's there. And then I want one on my envelope because I always like the envelope ones. Okay. What do you like? Do you like it as really dark or do you like it as light? A bit lighter. I'll just do that a bit darker. Which one? Light or dark? Yeah. Yeah, but it's just that my pad's so I inked it. That's better. It's given that one a bit darker. So it's really bleeding through a lot. Okay, so do you reckon I should try them on the pad again then? Let's try. I still think it's just too dark. Where's my little leaves? Yeah, they're just too dark. I don't like them. I prefer these if I just give them a bit more colour. Very good. Just take that off and darken that a bit. That's better. Alright, I just don't want them so dark, because look in here. See how they're just not that dark? I wanted them sort of light. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those ones. They're too dark. I'm not happy. In the bin. Right, so I've got that, that and that. Got another piece of scrap. And we're going to put, well, this one is on the back of here. So I might as well do it all while we're here. The most wonderful time of the year. Okay, leaves. Next, we've got the poinsettia on the front and the envelope. So that's done. And we've got this one. 'Tis the season. I'm going to have to do it in the middle because I just, excuse my hair. Oh my goodness. I don't mind this a bit darker, do you? Oop, and that's gone in the... I'm having fun here. Yeah, I agree, the light. There you go. So we've got all of those stamped up now. We can start moving where we should. I'll get that out of the road. And those. And that. Alright. And that. Okay, so that I will quickly put to here so I don't lose it. You have to make sure you put it on the right side, because make sure you've got your card up the right way that you're going to have it, so you don't, I've done that before. Alright, so next, now I am going to do my, oh, there's a flower there missing. Now I did do a few extra, because if you have a look here, I thought some of them might be a bit naked, but I'm also going to go round and put leaves. So I know this might seem a little bit funny, so I do have to get my ink pad back again. It looks a little bit weird, but it did look, I felt it looked nice. I don't know if I did them on the front, I didn't. So I did some down here. I just did some leaves down there, but now they're a bit dark. I hope they dry better. And then I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, did I do them on the back? No, I didn't. Okay, so let that dry off a bit. So on the back, I've bone folded this properly. Well, they're lightening up a little bit, and once I put some wink on them, it might be fine. So on the back, I've just done this one on its own. See the dents in the leaves? Yeah, nice. It's a nice big leaf. I thought they were going to cut out and have little holes in them, but they don't. So I've just done that. Now I've had to move that around a bit so it stays inside and doesn't matter if it goes up here, because the card can take it. Alright, because when it's in, it doesn't matter. Now here on the front, this is going to be glued to the card, so you don't do that yet. We add stuff after to that. So with the inside ones, we're going to make some flowers up. So my first flower, I'll just put it down here so you can see, is I've started with a white one, a big one, and then I've put a little blue. But when I was putting some together, I thought, you know what, I'm going to add a little bit extra tonight. So let's place out flowers. So we've got white, blue, front's a blue, so that's the front, and the last one's a white as well. And with the amount of stamps I've done out, you can fill them up a little bit more, and mine look a bit naked there, don't they? So I went through and made some more. Okay, and so I'm going to put that on top of there as well, and that one there, and we've got another blue one on here, and we'll put these other leaves on in a minute. And oh, that's that one. So I think I might need another big blue one if I'm going to fussy up some of them. So yeah, I've got that, and a dot, and then here I'm going to put two. I'm going to have to cut another blue one, guys, because I'll put them away. Give me a sec. I'm going to cut a bigger blue. And my white, I need this blue, and then I can put another small. Now, where is my iridescent? Oh, didn't I have it sitting with, here it is here. So with the iridescent, and it cuts really well. You don't have to work hard on it. So that's available. Specialty, Sunset Shimmer. So I might cut a couple because I'll show you. I might add a few extra blue in because I really thought it looked nice. So let me put that out of the road. Bring back my cutter. Now hopefully I don't stick those to the bottom. Just remind me if I put them out and don't get them back. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, I'm just going to do all 4 of them because I looked at it like this morning. I don't know, you have a look at the card, I'll show you again and see if I do it. I thought it might be nice with a bit more, so tell me if you think it does or not. It's such a lovely one. Okay, now I'm just going to have to make sure I shake down anything I had on the bottom. Right. Don't they cut out nicely? They really do cut, and they just drop out. So crisp cut, there you go. Okay. So now I'm going to have another look because I really did feel like it could have done with some more. So let's pull those over. And so let's give this a big one, a bit of a spark. Actually, I'll give that one the biggest because that one was a bit small. But I thought I'll just tizzy them up just a little bit more. So we've got our big one at the front. Is that some white? See, I reckon that one could even have 2 layers, couldn't it? Let's have that. And then that one will have that and a blue dot. Just, it looked like it needed a bit more oomph. So tell me, do you like that with just a little bit more oomph than those ones? See how there's just a little bit more? I think I like more. I change my mind all the time, girls. I do. Alright, let's just layer them up ready. So, because it's iridescent, you're going to see a little bit of the white. So we're not really putting much glue on. So, just dots around here. Okay. Down with the blue. And then just another couple of dots there because it looks like it has enough. And around again. Oh, I like that. And then we're putting a little baby flower there. One. Okay. Just little bits. And a big one there. And see, it's got enough that you don't really need to put more glue. Whoop. Oh, that in the middle. Come on, stay down. I reckon my fingers got so much stickiness today. And maybe if I use my picky tool, it would be much easier, wouldn't it? And then I have to get my other one. No. Oh, that'll do. I need something to hold it down. Alright, so just nearly finished, not too bad. Okay. You've sort of got to put a bit of glue on it because you don't want it to fall apart. And there's enough glue without adding with that one. And lastly, oh, that's too much. There. Actually there. And then that I'm going to put just a dot there because there's a little bit more over the other side of that will hold that. And I've got to say, I like this more with a bit more in it. And one little dot there. Okay, and pick. Alright, there they are. And look at that, what I've got left. Just pop those out of the road. Get all this over here. And let's build it up. Where is it? So with this piece, this is the one that's got the 4 spots on it. Now you could glue those straight in now, but while we're working on it, I'm not going to. So first of all, we're just going to fold this over here at halfway. Okay, so make sure it folds. Okay, and we're going to fold that one in. And we're going to put that one in, that one down, into here. And it's going to go like that. But so make sure your fold is on the edge there. So for your first glue, just do it like that. And I'll show you what to do. So we've got to measure, probably it's a, let's have a wee look. That's 1 inch from there, and that's just, got to move that down just one little bit. Okay, and that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to hold the back and just glue that down. And yes, I am putting a little bit extra of glue because I want that to set. So I put it straight into there. Okay, now over here again, we're going to put that, it's going to sit like that. So that's going to go down. And then about there. And it goes like that. Okay, so that folds right on there. You don't see it. So now open your whole card up and put glue on the back. Not too much around the outside so it'll squish out, but if you put it in the back, And now fold your card over onto it and hold your hand on it for a minute. How are you going? What are you doing, guys? What have you been making? 18 people having a look and you haven't said hello, but that's okay, but I'd love to see what you're making. Alright, so there you go, and it comes out like that. So now let's fill in our front. So we've got one big leaf. Oh, I went to all that trouble to cut another one, but I only needed two. I'm a goose. So this one we're putting up here. I'm making sure my dents are on the wrong side, right side, and they weren't. They're on my gluing side. So we're going to do it. So we're not going to glue this one, and I'm going to put that right up to the top there. So this one will only have a dot there. This one will have a dot there. That's that one. Oh no, yeah, that's there. That one's going to have the tiniest little bit down that streak. This guy's all over, and these are all over. Okay, so you're really careful where you put your glue. So that's them. Okay, I'm just going to put that on there for a second. And while that's just drying, stick with me for 1 sec while I cut a few. They've lightened up a bit, so that's really cool. There is dies to this, but by the time I line it up, just to do one of them, or do two at a time and they move around, I can talk to you and cut them out at the same time. If I was doing it at, you know, without in a class or something, we just cut them as we go with the die machine. But it's a, you know, it's a lot of up and down with two. So as you can see, I can do them quite fast. I remember when I first started Stampin' Up, I'm doing under again, I had one and my cutting was so bad. I've been on holidays, took my kids away. Well, our school holidays in Melbourne start this Friday. So, and you can still craft when you're away. You can take your paper pumpkin with you, because that's good. You only have to take your glue. Although I don't like doing plain ones. I always go back and want more. Okay, so I'm just going to do the 3 lighter ones here. And we're nearly finished, guys. Thanks for your patience. It's so nice to see new people on. I think because it might be holidays in a lot of places. One of the other ladies, a few ladies that hop on aren't on tonight. Alright. I don't know if I need this one, but I'll just cut it out in case I do. I love doing it in the blue. Do you like the blue? Give me some likes, please. And then I've got this spriggy one here as well. And that's just going down the bottom as a little bit of extra. And since I've got my scissors out, I might cut my greeting. And we can go all at once and we'll be done. New South Wales is July. Alright, so I've just cut up, straight over and around, and I think I did a little bit in here. We always, with our kids, always had basketball tournaments in the holidays, so it wasn't really a holiday. So, although we love basketball, so that was alright. Alright, so now on here I'm going to put my biggest best one. Look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? And I can afford to put a little bit extra glue on the back to make sure he stays where he is. Okay. So he's there. Don't do that through too much. And I'm going to lift that up. And I'm going to start with a white on the outside here. And that's going, see how these leaves are situated? I'm putting them, well, I've got to make sure that they can shut so that the leaves are in the square. See how you've got them in the square because you're going to shut the card? So you've got to make sure that they're all within, like they can just go around one more second. Okay. And then this one, I don't want to do too much because I don't want it showing through, and I want to put that a little bit to the side of that one so he doesn't. And last but not least, oh, this one's glued himself down a bit. I should have had my glue mat on there, shouldn't I? I did give you a thumbs. Oh, you're a sweetheart, thank you. And I didn't put any of my blue leaves around there. And I'm just going to have to do that because I liked the leaves, because I'll show you what I did to them as well. So, whoops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a flower on the road. Alright, and so that one will just go about there. So it's inside the fold. That leaf might need to go over a bit. Okay, and then what I've done here is I've put 3 leaves up on the corner here. This glue is, I've just opened it too. And another one. I didn't put it down the bottom, I didn't think it needed it, but you could. Alright, I'm just going to squish that in a wee bit. That's it. And onto that, I put just a dot and a little flower. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to stick down. I'll throw that one away. He doesn't want to play my game. Let's try again. Because the flowers are dark, you don't see them as much. So now what I've got to do, so I've got the back on, I've got that on, I've got all that glued, and so when they fold they will just go down, and I don't want to fold it too much, but that's what it looks like. You can see because they're a little bit gluey, we're going to need to get them down. So when we go to the front, okay, I'm just going to open that up and hopefully it doesn't stick to anything. On the front I'm putting "'Tis the Season," and I did only just glue that down. I thought about, no I didn't, I put dimensionals on it. See, I thought I was going to put dimensionals and then I thought I wasn't. So I do sometimes just change my mind. Alright. Oh, that's them. I have the stickiest fingers and absolutely no one on Facebook. My goodness. I normally get a few people over there saying hello. It must be too cold. Alright, so that's going to go right down on the bottom, just in that white there. And on the corner of that, I've stuck a little one of these. Just in there. And what I did with these, they didn't really come to go on there, but I liked them. I just gave them a bit of colour so that they looked good. Just 3 of them. What was that one? Let's need that smaller one. Alright. Okay. Now, the last thing I did, guys, one more thing to do and we're done. I'll shut that before I get a blue arm. Here's that glue. Is I got my Wink of Stella. And did I do it on them? No, I didn't do it on those ones. I got the Wink of Stella and just did the leaves, a bit on the leaves. All the way around, so it got a bit of sparkle. Because the iridescent has got it. Maybe we're coming to the end of this one. Oh no, it's coming now. Alright, and we are nearly done. How's that? Anybody like that? And we have an envelope, some spare leaves, and a card. So I hope you like that. I will show you the other one folded up. I like the extra flowers on it. I could always add, I might go around and add some more of these because I've got extra dots there, but they've got mainly blue. So what do you reckon? Isn't it nice? So you just fold this on here and you fold it down and that's what it looks like folded. And when you get them, how do you reckon that's going to look when you open that up and you look at it and you go, oh, that's nice, but voila. More or less. You surely got to say more. Alright, so I will go. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow morning I do a little bit easier card. So if you want to join me in that, feel welcome. Okay. Night. Bye. What am I doing?